Come and catch the vibe. Welcome to Easy Weekend.
It's Easy Weekends.
Cats can't see me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome back to the Sitdown. As you can tell, we've moved. Looks nice, right? You like it? Don't get too used to that logo, though, because we're going to change it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, Shyheim the Rugged Child's in the building.
Hey, space to the true and living. What's happening?
Dealing with fucking issues. How about you?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not,
Because when you don't have no issues, then you be complaining that ain't nothing going on. You need some issues to figure it out. Right?
You know what? That's a good point.
Because the blessing is in the lesson.
Amen to that.
You know that.
What brings you to the Sitdown this afternoon, my guy?
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? You represent the culture. You know what I mean? It's a few guys left like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and yeah, that's what it is for the love of hip hop, for the recovery of hip hop.
Recovery of hip hop. See, let's talk
of ourselves and our life every day. You know, we need to start anew, and don't be so caught up in yesterday or tomorrow. Just enjoy the moment, present moment. So I'm here, right, and all that matters is right now.
You've seen hip hop from the early beginnings to where it is now. How can we recover hip hop and bring it back to its essence?
I think information.
Mm-hmm.
I think sharing the information and the sharing of community, right? And it to me, you know, I mean, just in my humble opinion, I believe it starts in your house first.
Amen.
So I believe that we have to fix the households, the parents of the households, and the children of the household. Then once we fix their house, then we can come outside and be a community. And then after we become a community, then we could be, you know, a hip-hop community and things like that. I think support of one another is needed, and to stop really being in competition with your brother. Like, you know, before it was uplifting. It was like, yo, if you was dope and you had a good record, people cheered for you. Like now, it seems like the fan is your competition. The fan wants to take you out. It's no more superheroes in rap.
Wow.
When I was young, there was superheroes. I'm like, it must suck to be a kid now, right? Because when I was a kid, and even if I had to stand online for 30 hours, you know what I'm saying, just to get up to rock him, and he signs that piece of paper for
Today's his birthday, by the way. It's Saturday, January 28th. Happy
birthday.
What I'm
saying? Because I was one of them kids, man. I stood on for a long line to get, you know, the 18th letter, and I walked. I said, yo, I'm the 19th letter. And he looked up at me and was like, who's this kid? So I mean, he's 19th. Like, yeah, I am the 19th letter. I'm S. And that, moments like that. Now today, because it's so freely and artists share so much, it's not a big deal. So you lost your superheroes. Like, it's time to be superheroes again in our community, in our music, in everything.
Yeah, like everybody's famous. Everybody rich, everybody famous. There's no differential. There's no difference between the hottest rapper on the street and the nigga that works in 9 to 5 because everybody famous in their mind.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. And how did you get affiliated with Wu-Tang? How did that begin?
Okay, well, before there was a thing called Wu-Tang, right? It was a place called Stapleton Projects where I'm from, and before it was a neighborhood thing, you know what I mean? I had a record deal. I got a record deal. My mentors was the RZA, was R&S, was the Force MDs from Staten Island, the UMCs, right? I was fortunate enough to be from Staten Island, right? And we all was kicking in the door together. The biggest misconception about Shyheim is that Wu-Tang came and discovered him and bring the little guy on. But the truth of the matter is I had a record deal before Wu-Tang. In those days, right, you had to go through the Supreme Court to even sign a record deal being a minor because of Manuel Lewis and Different Strokes, Gary Coleman. Their parents misused their money. So during that process, Wu-Tang came out independently and took off. So by the time I came out, it was perceived to the world that, you know, and that's how the question that you asked, how did you get affiliated with Wu-Tang? That's like saying, yo, how did you become, we was already who we were, and we came through together to build, you know what I mean, more eyes for Staten Island, because that's what it was about, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of us, we just wanted to get Staten Island known because we were so the fifth borough. Even to now, it'd be like, yo, Long Island. Now it'd be like upstate. Forget, you be like, yo, Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was about. So we all came together collectively to, you know, to represent our borough. So that's how I became Wu-Tang, right? So Wu-Tang was a thing of our neighborhood thing of just like all things that go popular. First it was
In the
Wu-Tang is
neighborhood, yeah.
everybody. So Wu-Tang ain't just the members, the rappers. If you come to my project, everybody claim to fame would be Wu-Tang, and they stand behind it because it was a hood thing that brought us all together for one common cause.
That's got to be crazy to look back on that time and have, pause, all those great men, those great boys, pause, in the same vicinity.
Yeah, but you don't think they're great at that time.
I
There
mean,
was
yeah.
no difference from us right now sitting there saying, yo, matter of fact, you are going to be the #1 show of 2023. I'm willing that in existence, right?
Amen.
And that's what it is, right? So as long as we believe that and then we move forward, right? When it happens, you're going to say, yo, how did it happen? Y'all whole team is here. And you're going to be like, what are you talking about? How was it? I don't know. I can't give you that answer because we all created this from togetherness, and the world perceived it. Now, what happened to the millions of groups that the world didn't perceive to be great? Does it take away from their greatness?
No. I wouldn't say
Sometimes it's what's for you is for you.
that.
You know what I mean?
Your career was taking off, and then you did a bid, correct?
I did several bits.
Would you want to speak on those things? Because I think for someone that was in their career and then for it to get sidetracked, there's got to be a story there.
Yeah, well, the story is guidance. The story is being young, and not as an excuse, but when you're young, you're very people make impressions on
Influential.
you. Right? Everything becomes influential, right? So then you take a kid that 13 years old, 6 figures, you know what I'm saying, in a neighborhood. Now you become the provider for adults. So what happens in that situation, the roles switch. It be a kid making grown decisions. And I believe that the adults around me, and not taking nothing from nobody to say that they didn't try to intervene, because few people did, right? But they allowed a kid to make grown decisions. And I didn't make the best decision for myself. You know what I'm saying? I put myself in situations that ultimately led to me doing a lot of prison time. But now looking back at it, it all had to happen for me to be here today, to have that understanding of what it is today, right? So now I could sit there and tell somebody wholeheartedly, like, yo, what you chasing, it don't even matter. Like, because when I had nothing and I was sitting in that cell, I didn't have no fame. I didn't have no chicks, no money, all the things that I would risk my life for, stressed about, all that got taken away. And what I realized that, yo, everything's gonna be all right. And it took away expectation from me.
That's wild, crazy.
It took away all those things, right? So now people say, yo, what makes you happy? Today this made me happy. Like, I don't have expectation. I don't feel like somebody has to do something. If it's done, it's a blessing, and I enjoy it right then and there. Because the worst thing you want to do is have a mountain of experiences, right, that you can't taste. That's like having COVID, and you know what a mango tastes like, and you taste like, I can't taste it.
That's crazy.
You don't want to live your life and not taste it. Just have a mountain of memories that your body wasn't there. Your body was there, but you weren't there. You wasn't present in that moment to enjoy it, right? So if you look at the small steps and enjoy each small steps, when you look back, you climbed the mountain. But if you just run up the steps real quick, you're going to get tired at the top, and you're going to miss everything on the way up. So I just would tell people, you know what I'm saying, enjoy your small moments, and a combination of small moments become success, just like words, letters mixed together becomes words, and words become sentences, and sentences become paragraphs, and paragraphs become books. We're all part of one big collective. And once you start looking at life like that, you will get everything you want. You just have to be it. So when I started being everything that I wanted, when I started being a real nigga, right? That's how we say it, right? To myself, I started to attract real niggas, real females, right? Once I became a loyal person, that I got loyalty. But when I wasn't so loyal, I was always complaining about nobody being loyal to me. Like, hold on, you got to check yourself sometime. Like, yo, you ain't as real as you say you are, my man. And only people that know the truth is you,
God.
Law, and that's it.
That's it.
And if it involves another person, then you, that person, that's all, everything else.
That's it. Damn.
Yeah.
Shyheim the Rugged Challenge dropping some jewels in here today, boys.
It costs a lot. Those cost a lot. It costs a lot of pain. It costs a lot of reality check. That's the hardest thing, looking in that mirror and have to come to realization with yourself and watch that movie over and play your tape back and watch your movie. You will see all your mistakes. And if you would know, it would be a pattern if you keep doing the same thing. So you have to take a stance. And in certain times, I bug out sometimes. Trust me, I'll be bugging out. Just like last night, me and my cousin, we rolling, right? Now, mind you, I was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was the type of dude at 4, still looking for the next party, right? That's it, right? We go, and it's a situation, and I just stood. I didn't have no desire for it. And I had to laugh at myself. It was like, yo, nigga, like, you really changed. Like you really, really, really did. And it's not even, because you can pretend for a little while. You can pretend for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, even a year. Yeah, that. But after once it clicks, and you're no longer the same. And then people are looking for the old you, and they like, what's up? And he's like, nah, he gone.
That's crazy. Yo, listen, you've said a couple things that have hit me, and I'm going to take away from this interview. I hope you guys watching have taken it away too. Like, I feel like I've raced up that mountain, and I haven't been able to really taste any of this success because I'm still in it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try my best.
Yeah, just do it day by day. That's what works for me, right? Because I don't think about the yesterday or get too caught up in the future. So I'm able to do it. Like, so on, like for today, right? So far, it's about almost 4 o'clock, right? And look, all that happened already. So if nothing else happens for today, we created a bond, we created an understanding, and that we were successful today.
Man. Wow. What else am I supposed to say? Is there anything you would like to promote, sir?
Well, I don't know if you got a chance to listen to the records that I sent. They'll Never Get It. That's a single with me and Yasin right now. Yasin, hip hop artist out of New York, Staten Island, and Queens. We have a song
nice to meet you, sir.
They'll Never Get It, and it speaks to our community. It speaks to Yasin talks about you can spill to where he talks about in his verse. I covered the topic of mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all don't mind, right?
Go ahead.
I went at the beginning.
What?
Never get it. Yeah, the words.
Oh, it's like the chorus go. They'll never get it. They'll never get it. All this pain where I'm from, they'll never get it. They'll never get it. They'll never get it. Where I'm from, they don't come, they don't ever visit. Like that song, but like that song.
Make it in the world because I'm clever with it.
Living in my own world, I ain't ever fit in. They was lacking, I was studying the metaphysics. I was trapping every hour, every second minute. I never cowered to no opposition. Give my power to no politician. No. I see the world crying. Can't trust nobody cause they all lying. In a world full of sheep, we need more lions. When it's time to speak up, I see they all silent. But I adore silence. With the trauma that we face, we should be more violent. Some say we need peace, we need more riots. Either stand on your word or you fall by it. You know what I mean? Like that's
nice.
That's how the verse go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Shy right now, Shy, you talking some real alignment.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, and I could feel it in the room. Like,
yeah, I like that.
I was on some. Everybody's always thinking about themselves. Nobody want to give anybody any help. I always fight with myself. I need mental health. My childhood trauma still present as an adult. Imagine how it felt when I fell. People stepped right over me, kept walking like, oh, well, I got my own kids and bills. I ain't put you in jail. Love kills like crushed pills. It was all real, so I accepted it. I respected it. Facts is, I got let down because I expected it. That was negligent and reckless, premature and immature. You got to laugh at your past to get past it. That's for sure. They'll never get it. It's too complicated. Brothers operating like they ovulating. I am not relating. No more conversations. Time for segregation. Buy 100 acres. Bring the whole nation. I mean the whole Stapleton. They'll never get it. You know what I mean?
Then the hook come back in.
Yo, so that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm going to end it right. The energy in the room is good. It's beautiful. Yo, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. What's the name of the record again?
The record is called They Never Get It, Shyheim and Yasin. Shyheim_Rugged on Instagram.
Yasin YAH_SINS on Instagram.
Yeah, ISO360.org.
Yeah, shout out to Green Music.
This was very enjoyable for me.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to walk away with a couple ones in this one. And I thank you for coming.
Yeah, well, I'm a recovery coach too, so I want to get your math, man. And every morning I have think tanks. I call you up,
Let's do it.
And one day invite you out to the Rugged Road to Recovery retreats that I do. So yeah, retreats of wellness.
I'm with it. Yo, this is the beginning of a great relationship.
Yes, sir.
Shyheim the Rugged Child, thank you for coming through, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe, like, smash the like button and all that stuff. Support my guy, and we be back. It's a sit down, bitches, and we out of here.
Yeah. Peace.
Come and catch the vibe. Welcome to Easy Weekend.
It's Easy Weekends.
Cats can't see me.